Welcome back to the John 2 Zone. 10, episode 10.
Mm-hmm.
And we're recording. Well, this is a blast from the past, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. This will release Thanksgiving week. It's the day after we recorded the last episode. So, even though that happened, we still have lots of things. But this is the Citizen Kane critique episode, first and foremost. The Thanksgiving slash... Yeah, that.
This is the Citizen Kane of John 2 Zone episodes.
It's going to be. We're recording in the afternoon, or like 3. This is like... No, it doesn't feel like
it's
it.
3 p.m.
Yeah, it's 3 p.m., but the sun's already going down.
Just because it's...
It's a frustrating... damn it. I'm keeping track of my notifications because it's Sunday football and my fantasy football team where I'm on live support right now. I got to win every single game. And I'm winning right now, thank God, but who's to say? But first things first, I had a weird encounter last night, even though it's only been less than 24 hours since the last John 2 Zone.
A lot can happen.
A lot can happen. It's November. Anything's possible.
That's so true.
And so what happened is I got dinner with my friends. It was a nice dinner, and we were like, well, the night's not over yet. It's still pretty early. Let's go find a bar. So we ran around all of Chicagoland area, and we finally found a place in Lincoln Park. We're like, okay, cool. And we started playing games, and then like we played for like an hour, and then we were just tired because we just ate, and we were playing lots of games. So we were like, all right, this is done. The night's over. Let's go to the train. We walked past Lincoln Hall. One of my friends, she's like, who is that guy? And I look over, and it's just like a group of people in like around a car. And I look, there's a guy with pink hair, and I'm thinking, all right, this guy is either just a major libtard or he's super famous. And my friend's like, what's his name? I was like, oh, that's McLovin. I was like, what is he doing here? And that's whenever we found out. Yeah, no, he just performed, and just nowhere. We walked by. We started talking to him. We tried to get a picture with him, but we couldn't. We just got a passing by picture so people would believe us that we just ran into him after a night out, just independently. We started talking to one of the guys in the band. Don't know his name. I bet you if I look it up, he's probably like the lead of that, and I'm totally just like throwing him off, which sucks. Like, puts the band together, and he's just in the back. He's in the back because he's like, I'm not McLovin, but we have McLovin in the band. I felt bad.
Fact.
I know. We were just like, so where are you guys located from? L.A., Austin? That's sick. Catch you guys later.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, and that was it. And the funniest part was one of my friends, she didn't think that it was McLovin. She was like, no, this was the craziest thing she said. She's like, that's not McLovin. He has pink hair. McLovin has brown. Like, that's the last thing.
Also,
That's so easily changeable.
I was gonna say, how long ago was Superbad? That was like almost 20 years ago now. Like,
Yeah, but still, I mean, it was, to be fair, it was pretty hard to find a picture of him with pink hair. If you look up his name, if you look up McLovin and then you look up his actual name, like Christopher Sum, it's just his like normal pictures, like him like getting engaged with his wife or something.
being a dude.
Yeah, so we were waiting for the train, and finally the other friend that knew it was McLovin, it was a 2-on-1, and we finally found the picture of him with the pink hair, and we're like, all right, there. So
Read it and weep.
exactly, yeah. So it was just weird. I don't know.
You were so starstruck.
I felt like I was in like New York, where just like you're walking out and like, oh hey, there's like Jeremy Allen Strong or like Paula Dean. It was one of those moments. I don't know.
Jeremy Allen Strong?
I'm just throwing out names. The odds are high that that's just a person.
It's the dude.
Yeah.
It's just Jeremy.
I'm trying-
White, but he's roided out.
I mean, that's already him.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the name of the band, because I bet you if we like look it up, we were just like talking to like one of like the most famous musicians, and he was just like, yeah, no, hey guys, we're located out of Austin. And we're like, cool, man, we're out.
You're like, damn, I'm from Corpus.
Yeah. They were already, yeah, I was gonna try to. I was like about to get his attention. I was about to like yell out, and then he had his guard there. He's like, "It's been a long night," and I was like, I'm not gonna push this. I don't want Mick Levin to be on my list of enemies. That's
You made an enemy
If-
today.
Dangerous game you'd be playing.
if you make an enemy out of Mick Levin, I feel like you're in the wrong. You're 100% in the wrong. There's no way about that where you're like, oh yeah, no, you're in the right. Mm-mm. So
I'm the righteous man.
yeah, exactly. So that was weird, but anything can happen. It's November, Brown Boy Autumn.
So that happened.
Yep. Speaking of Brown Boy Autumn, Thanksgiving. It's coming up soon. Let's tier list some foods. No. Hell no.
What are you thankful for, John?
That's so. What am I thankful for? This podcast. To be with my brothers weekly and to verbally harass them.
I thought you were gonna say the wax ball.
No, the wax ball is becoming more of a. I have to divide it in two now because it's gotten so big and I can't like move it whenever it's together. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna have to divide it to make it more manageable. But it's gonna get big. I'm excited. How big do you guys think it's gonna get?
We discussed this last episode.
Yeah.
We did. Oh wow!
Make a 1-to-1 model of your head.
I think it could be bigger than my head. I think it could be as big as that thing, the little candle holder. I think it can get that big.
Big.
I mean, that's essentially the same volume as your head. Unless you're talking about like.
I don't know how big my head is. I can't see it with my own eyes, so I don't have a good.
Head is enormous.
It is. Not ironically, yes. I like to think it's proportional to my body, but it is still pretty big. I know some guys with big heads, and I'm like, damn, how do you keep that thing on your shoulders?
They're
It's
too busy
insane.
thinking.
And yeah,
Much
no,
brain power.
no, that's the thing. The guys with the biggest head are not thinking at all. They're just no thoughts, empty brain.
More
I thi-
room.
Yeah, I think it's because they get told early on. They're like, you have a big head, and they're like, no, I don't. And that's the first part of stopping self-awareness. They're like, I don't have a big head. So now they start denying other things, like facts and the Holocaust, things of that nature. So let's get a Venn diagram of that going. Guys with big heads and Holocaust deniers. It's just a circle.
You have Jimmy Neutron.
Oh no. What does he know that we don't?
Sid from Toy Story.
I think he has a pretty proportional head. Sid from Toy Story.
Yeah, it's not actually that bad.
Yeah.
Just the early Pixar like human like animation is pretty wonky.
Huh. I guess that's why MODOK gets along with Red Skull. I get that now. Who else has big head? You know who has a big head?
Big
Kane
head.
from Citizen Kane. Oh my god. Should we just hop right into it? How far was I able to kill time before we got into Citizen Kane?
8.5 minutes.
8.5 minutes. Awesome. I also have a headache, so that's not fun.
That's because you don't have a
But-
big head.
I think it's because I have
Cramped in there.
it's too cramped. I have
Too
too
much brain power.
I got too many ideas, man. I got ideas.
I just need to think.
Yeah. I need to think about.
Mr. Boss, another big head guy.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, it just popped in the head.
Not Mr. Boss. Say it ain't so.
I can't think with all this ruckus.
Oh my god. You know it'd be insane. Season 2, they have like a bit where he denies it. Just like in passing, they're like, wait, what?
I feel like they're not gonna throw one of their primary characters under the bus like that.
No, but like it could be one of those things where like he says something really bad, but then something like really good. You know what I mean? Like they contrast it. Like he's such a good person, but they're just like, wait, so that's the one thing you deny the Holocaust? It could be. I don't know. One of those contrasts where they're like, here's our morally gray character.
I mean, granted,
Mr. Boss, the most famous morally gray character of all time.
the guy who charges his business competitors with an assault rifle.
Yeah, I suppose he's already got the setup for it. Yeah.
I know.
He's a guns rights activist.
He is a billionaire. He heads $1 billion company.
Oh, that's right. He's like, I've already tanked billions today.
I love.
There's so many layers to this character.
There really is. He's capitalist, and he's
But he's a capitalist that's kind of cool with it.
no. Gotta. No, this season they're really gonna dive into the character and all of his flaws. They're gonna BoJack Horseman it. Oh, that's what we need, a spinoff.
Of Mr. Boss just being a problematic celebrity.
Hour-long HBO shows of Mr. Boss. He's like talking with like Ronald Reagan in his head. He's like, "Get out!" Just haunting him.
That's you every day.
I'm haunted by the ghost of Ronald Reagan. It's true.
You're just like, shut up.
I'm not like you. I'm nothing like you. That's what. That's all that's going on in my head. He's like, "Do it.
This is your brain on drugs."
Cheat on your wife. Do it. Do it. Speaking of evil people,
Citizen Kane.
let's get right back into that. And we're already losing steam on the other.
Canes?
Canes? Yeah. So, as I promised, I watched Citizen Kane as a man with no proper education in any film, TV show. So initial thoughts. There's a reason film classes use it. Like, I get it. It's good. Some things I really did like. The sets I thought were insane. The sets they used.
The mirrors.
Mirrors were cool. Kane's house, I thought that was awesome.
Xanadu.
I love that whole house. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is.
You're like, I want to live there
Yeah, no, I was
by
like,
myself.
I wouldn't mind being that evil. I think my favorite things about the movie were the sets and the character design of Kane. He just looks like such a blob. Like near the end of the life, they really like. I'm pretty sure this is purposeful, but like they really show how like far he's fallen from like the handsome devil, and then he's just like he's Frankenstein at the end.
His
He
arteries are barely flowing.
Dude, everything is just like that whole scene where he's like destroying everything. I'm like, yeah, no, that's Frankenstein.
The way he's so stiff-armed with it too. He's just like,
Oh my god. He's like, "Whoa." You know what's funny? I saw that scene after last night, and last night another crazy thing happened. We were waiting on the train, a bunch of like drunk, like young guys that couldn't have like they either just turned 21 or were like 19. Dude gets off the train, goes to the trash can and starts yanking it off. He's just like, "Ah!" And me and my friends are looking at him like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And he gets it to the point where like obviously it's like nailed down, but he gets it to where like the plywood is like coming up a little bit, and like he left it. And I was like, yeah, no, this guy was just like a tiny douchebag.
average barstool enjoyer.
Yeah, exactly. Just a loser he's not like a Barstool enjoyer, but he's one of those guys that really wants to get on the Barstool Instagram page. This is the effects of the Barstool where they're just like, dude, we gotta send this to them. It's gonna go dummy viral.
Everyone's gonna be like, no way, he just beat the shit out of that trash can.
I know, they're gonna be like, just so they can put on their like Tinder or Hinge as seen on Barstool. Me just being an absolute menace to
A trash can.
to public servants. I hate public servants, so I destroyed this trash can.
I thought you were gonna say he just like ran and just threw up in it.
No, he should have. I would have punched him in the stomach if I saw him.
You
Probably.
would have punched him if he threw up.
No, I would have made him throw up.
Oh.
But yeah, it was very. One of his, at least he was the loser. One of his other friends, like behind him, he's like, "Yo, like, what the hell are you doing?" He's like, "Oh," and they like to pull him off. He was like, "What?" And then they started barking, and I was like, So it was weird seeing that Citizen Kane, that scene where he's like destroying things, because like now I want to imagine like that frat kid as Citizen Kane. Like, yo, man, that's facts.
Yo,
like,
it's him.
He's running for governor. He's like, yo, man, no cap. Like, capitalism kind of sucks. And everyone's like, yo. Everyone in the crowd is just facts, dog. I love that frat boy, Citizen Kane.
It's his jewel.
The jewel is the rosebud. said, you want to go with this family? Yeah, let's go. I'm down.
Give me my shades.
I'm down. No, instead of getting mad at his parents, he like blows a cloud. Fuck you, Mom. I'm not gonna lose my innocence to this guy. God damn it. I love that. He's really he's about to go into the newspaper. He's like, yo, this is fire, dog. Like, I'm about to move my boys in here. A newspaper frat house. God damn. But anyway, yeah, no, the character design was awesome just because of Kane himself. I was like, I love that he's just like a blob of a man. So anytime like they had like a focus scene on him, whenever he's just like staring, it's the funniest thing ever. Like, I get how like what they're going for with like the still and just like his like disgusting face where he's like, I hate my wife. But it's just the funniest thing ever because he's just like he's just disgusting. He's just like,
Modern day Kane would like enjoy the boomer wife bad memes.
100%. Running the newspaper, put this one in. He's like, this is just you shooting your wife. Like, I don't think we can. It's about integrity, my boy.
It's a metaphor.
You don't know. You're fired.
We thinkers will get it.
Like, he pulls out the contract he signs at the beginning of the movie. He's like, we talked about one thing, and he's like looking through, and it's just like, I hate my wife. Like, fuck, he did sign it.
God, foiled again.
God, these were the fundamentals that our company was built on. So, you know what? Fair enough, guys. Fair enough.
I guess I'll reel it in.
Yeah. So yeah, the character design, and then also, I guess with the newspaper guy, or not the newspaper, the movie, the reporter who's like trying to find out the meaning of Rosebud. It was pretty good, or how they used like him as just like a faceless character, kind of, and he was just kind of like, he was more of like a narrative driver, not really a character per se. I thought that was pretty fun, pretty good choice, especially because like this is like the first movie
In the franchise.
in the franchise. Not until I come in.
Franchise of all of cinema.
Citizen Kane 2, Electric Boogaloo.
In space.
So when you were talking about how the reporter guy is just like a faceless character for the plot to happen to, I don't know why, but that made me think of like the first Five Nights at Freddy's game where you're just a faceless guy doing the work. But like, just imagine Five Nights at Xanadu.
Oh no.
Well, fat Kane tries to kill you.
He's just like waddling.
He's like trying to just...
Snow globe. Throws a snow globe at you.
Eh.
Rosebud. Yeah. So those were my favorite parts, I guess, of the movie. The sets, they were just, every time I saw it, I was like, this is a cool place. Like, I get
I'd like to chill here.
No, not really. It was more just like they did a good job of like displaying wealth. And that,
This is a certified place.
yeah, this is a certified, like, it has character in
This
it.
is an environment.
It felt like a very stark contrast between like the Marvel movies we get now, where it's just like bland and like everything's just filmed in a green screen.
Yeah, just CGI procedural generated cities.
Yeah, it was. I think that's why I enjoyed the set so much, because I was like, oh yeah, that, and like the character design. I think like those are like two things where I'm like really.
The underrated power
It's-
of matte painting.
It's something I appreciated because I think we lack it in some other media now. So,
Effort put into
mhm.
environment.
Let's see. I have a couple of notes. Let me see. Not that many. Oh yeah, Kane waited a long time to ask that girl her age. He asked way too long. I was like, I didn't know if that was like, especially because like the age, the time that this movie takes place. I was like, this is either normal or like a way to show that he's just like turning into a piece of shit. I can't tell. It was one of those things where I'm like, maybe not, but I was like, we need to cancel Kane for dating a 22-year-old. Because how old is he at that point? He's definitely like older. He's already ran for governor.
104.
He looks 104. Look like that blob of a man. And then just forcing his wife to sing. Sing for me. This is what you wanted, wasn't it? It was nice.
That's you to us when making this podcast.
Sing for me. Riff for me. Riff. And then I have like another one of like my podcast buddies just like yelling at you guys like, you're not riffing fast enough. I can't put my name on this. This is unacceptable.
No.
John, they just can't riff. Come on. He's like I will tell you when your opinion is needed. I'm like, yeah, I sit down. I'm like, riff for me. Riff for me. Do-do-do-do-do. And it's just like, your mom's gay? I'm like, good. You sick.
You're learning the John 2 fundamentals. You've been studying.
Yeah. Let's see what else. He's a sick freak. The Kane stare. We kind of talked about it, but like, I really liked the Kane stare because like they do it also early on in the film when he's like a handsome young fellow, but
A handsome chap.
But like whenever he's older, it's the funniest thing. It's just like he can't keep his eyes up because like he's too much of a blob. He has everything. He's like,
While he's making that stare, he's probably just like exhaling, just like.
yeah, he's breathing through his mouth the whole time he's making that stare. He's like, just I don't know. I think we covered the stare enough. With the character design, I would really like the Kane song whenever they're sending him off. I forgot where, but they bring in like the whole crew and they start doing like the dancing. And he like kind of like goes in. I want that to happen to me one day, where they're like, "Come on!" Like they're all like hyping you up, and then
That's when
like,
we send you off in a couple days.
Yeah,
Just here in the apartment.
that's what I want. Just to like do my little jig, and then everyone's talking shit at me on the table while I'm having a grand old time.
All the rest of us are just at the table. You're dancing on the table here.
Yo, this podcast is kind of shit. Like, are
Who's
you sure?
gonna tell him?
Yeah, like who? Like, yo, someone needs to let him know he's Garbo. He's garbage at fantasy football too.
He just smells like Baby Bell wax now.
Got a terminal case of garbage body.
Oh no, don't do that. It's the meanest thing you could ever tell me. God damn it, no. David Montgomery only has 2 attempts at rushing the football. This is insane. I wish Kane existed in real life so I could tell him to put in the fix for me and to start like persuading players. Like, hey, you're on John 2's fantasy football team.
Do better.
You got to do better, Senator.
I feel like out of all fictional characters that you'd want to be real, Citizen Kane is a real weird pick.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he controls the media. That's a good.
So many other people in fiction that control the media, though.
Yeah, you could.
Why Citizen Kane? He's just a guy. He's a capitalist. That's it.
He's just a piece
Well,
of.
because we're talking about the movie, all right? Because we're talking.
I'm saying just if this was just completely arbitrary, it would be a real weird pick.
It would be, yeah.
It's like the little kid who's like favorite superheroes. Like, oh, I wish they were real. And it's like you have some kid who's just like, oh, I wish Citizen Kane was real. It's like posters of him in an action figure.
It's like
He comes with an accessory of the snow globe.
wow.
They have like a guy dress up like an impersonator, and he's like Charles Foster Kane.
You get an inflatable Citizen Kane that when you deflate it just goes Rose.
Dude, the Lego Citizen Kane video game.
I gotta say though, the Xanadu set would be insane.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that actually
God.
go hard.
That would be so expensive, but like worth it. Just
That's
like
a paycheck right there.
it's
You have to be Citizen Kane to afford it.
it would be just 4 of these tables.
I was
Just
gonna
like,
say that would be like the models they have at Legoland that are like those huge.
yeah. That's what we need to task someone. Hey, if you're a Lego master builder, make What's the name of the place?
Xanadu. It's probably
If you're,
out there.
if you're a Lego master builder, make Xanadu out of Legos.
I'm gonna look this up.
Citizen Kane, and we need custom pieces and everything, and we need the Rosebud. We need Rosebud.
We gotta set aside a budget for this to bring it on the show. We'll pay you in wax.
A rose budget.
A rose budget.
For you, I'll offer one wax ball.
Oh, apparently Xanadu is the name of a Star Wars ship. My bad.
See? Oh no, they did that on purpose. They
tried to hide.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, someone didn't make it.
I told you this is our
that
first.
makes a lot of sense.
We need to send this out to every Lego master builder. You need to make Xanadu the set. Someone can do it. I believe in you. All right. It'll be an awesome set. You know, you got the snow globe, Kane's hand. But the Lego video game would go kind of hard because like you finally get to the scene where you're in her room and like you got to destroy everything. So many studs are going to be in there. It's like, yeah. I love that. What would be the best sets? Or what? Not the best sets. What would be like the levels? I don't know. I can't.
When he's like asking how old his partner is.
I mean, like the opera scenes could just be like that one bit from the second movie of Lego Indiana Jones.
I was literally every time I thought of like a scene from Citizen Kane, I was like, this could just be
Lego level.
Yeah. Indiana Jones could be just Citizen
The
Kane.
scene in the hours destroying everything, just punch all the shit around you.
I know. We need a mod that changes all that changes Indiana Jones games to Citizen Kane.
I wonder what movie would be the weirdest possible Lego game.
My Dinner with Andre.
How would that even work?
You're in the same place.
It's
one level.
It's just an hour and a half long cutscene.
Yeah. You're just like, so what am I gonna play?
Except like you move around at the beginning when you walk in.
Yeah. And it's weird. Who would the second player be? Because it has to be 2-player.
It would be Andre and the other guy.
No, but like whenever you're walking in, you're not Andre yet. You haven't unlocked him yet. He's still in the restaurant. It's like you and like the waiter outside, like walking in.
Yeah, they just give you just like some random character.
It's kind of like in the Lego games when like there's not like another character there, so they just throw in someone.
Rebel friend.
It's just like hobo, just like you. The hobo's following you. You're just like what?
He comes into it and then he just disappears.
You're just sitting through and like, I guess I get the conversation they're having, and then like okay, I can play the game, and all you can do is just leave. You can't destroy anything. You just leave, and it's like 100%. Like you're an expert conversationalist. Like what? That's not how I feel at all. What the heck? Oh my god.
No, I'm just thinking of all like just random ass movies to be Lego games.
Sunday scaries are hidden. That sun is setting, and I barely woke up. This is crazy.
You're not even up right now.
I'm not at all. How many more minutes do we have?
Like
2.
1.5. Okay. We should think of movies.
American Psycho.
Oppenheimer.
Build the bomb.
Oppenheimer could kind of work.
We need-
You got the distinct areas there. Like you got like whatever college he goes to. You've got
We just need a rated R Lego movie or Lego.
Video game. Like
Actually,
imagine
no.
a Pulp Fiction Lego game.
You just have a level for Lego Oppenheimer. It's just like your goal is just to have moral quandary.
You have to just like think out loud.
The different mini kits are the parts of the bomb.
You build the bomb like the speed building.
Even though it's rated R, it still has to have like the quirks
like
of
the
a Lego
humor.
game. Like you remember that scene where like Florence Pugh's, they're like both naked and they're just sitting there. He's just like this, and he's like, oh, like, tosses her off. He's like, oh.
They're in swimsuits.
And whenever Albert Einstein, whenever he's walking away, RDJ's character is like,
Also, I think is that it?
Not quite, but close enough.
God damn, I really gotta take a shit. Welcome back to the John 2 Zone. Yeah, no, that was. Whew. We don't need to talk about it.
You just watched Citizen Kane again.
Oh, we watched Citizen Kane at the break. Yeah, I was gonna say we might need some more.
And John's feeling like a.
I'm feeling like a new man. I'm feeling like something's not turtling anymore. So thank God. So did we get everything out of Citizen Kane that we need? I think there's still things that we. What are some things? Grill me on something. What's something like that?
I mean, I haven't watched it since freshman year, so I don't really remember anything specifically that happens.
God damn
I
it!
haven't watched it since sophomore year, and I don't want to watch it again.
This is why you guys aren't getting the big bucks. All right. This is why you guys aren't getting your film jobs.
Fucking James Cameron watches Citizen Kane twice a day.
I know. He's watched it several times.
A day.
No, like an hour. He has it on
His
four
speed.
times speed on an iPad. He's like,
two monitors.
He's got like 30 separate instances running like in every corner of his house.
guys, let me just think. He's just like staring at the wall. I'm just like, Citizen. It's a,
Dude,
it's
The
a
Godfather.
it's a 4 times version of him of the Kane just like destroying them like, "Grrr," and he's like, I get it now.
He's me for real.
We need to make Avatar 2.
But Citizen Kane.
Exactly. It's just
Avatar Kane.
no.
Capitalist blue people.
Ooh, I really want to see a fat blue person in Avatar now because they're all like skinny and athletic. I need to see like a fat blob. There's just like, I control everything. Everyone's just like, okay, man,
I control the flow of commerce.
I lost Rosebud.
I lost my buddy.
Yeah. So I also watched, after I watched that this morning, I was waiting before we set up the pod. I was like, let me just watch. Luke told me to watch, so like, let me just watch the Citizen Kane version of The Simpsons. I thought that was really good. There's a good line that perfectly encapsulated how I felt about the ending. Because they finally give so they give the teddy bear is like Mr. Big Nose guy in The Simpsons. That's his like Rosebud. And like he wants to get, and finally at the end he gets it. He gets it. All right, he gets the little bear. And Homer's like, I don't get it, Marge. Is this a happy ending or a sad ending? She's like, it's an ending, Homer. I was like, yeah, no, that's how I feel about Citizen Kane. It's an ending, structurally speaking. Like, structurally, it's like, yeah, this is good. But do I like it?
No.
It's like I think it's like a 7 out of 10 on the John 2 scale. It has to get it. It has to earn a passing grade. I think.
You're like, if I directed it.
Yeah. If you put my hands on it, we could get you to like an 8.5. But
On the John 2 scale of him making Peaky Blinders.
on a scale of that should be that should be how I scale movies now, like how likely I am to where I think I could create this. Honestly, with Citizen Kane, right now on a scale of difficulty, it'll be a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the hardest, 1 being easy. I'll give it a 7 or a 6. It would definitely be harder, especially. Let's put myself in the same time period too, because this is like the first like structural movie where it's like, okay, I like having rules and playing with the rules. I'm not good at creating the rules. So, and that's what Citizen Kane did, essentially,
What if
right?
we don't follow the rules.
That's a whole other story. But yeah, so give me the same situation. It's like actually no, it'd be a 7 or an 8 on the scale. I feel like I could understand the writing. It's very, logical, very like easy to follow. So it's not too
The scale of, could this be made into a Lego game?
scale like a 3. I wish it was higher, but no. What are some other? I don't know. I only took like 4 notes. I was more just like interested in the movie, than anything. The
But battery's pretty low on the camera.
Damn.
How dare you? Yeah, one of the notes is just Rosebud to Arrow, and then it's just gay sex. That was my first. That was my first note when they were trying to figure out what Rosebud meant. And that was my first prediction.
Rosebud was his gay lover.
That was literally my first thought. I was like, yeah, I know.
Sorry, I just remembered something from freshman year. There was someone I knew, and apparently their roommate was like hooking up with someone.
They had gay sex.
But
Is that
no, but like they got up in the morning and the dude was just there and had nothing on, but on his ass he had a tattoo that said Rosebud.
He lost his innocence whenever he got that. When he got that tattooed on his ass. That's what,
That was John last night. Actually, you didn't meet McLovin. You were out getting a tattoo of Rosebud on your ass.
I know. You know what? You know what my Rosebud is? Twitter. Twitter ruined every inkling. Any inkling I had of happiness. It was like, no, you're gonna have to be hyper aware of everything.
Gambling.
I would say Twitter led into gambling, but that's a little bit more like indirectly. It's more like the people I met on Twitter, so
The friends
I feel
you
like-
made along the way.
yeah. The fellas we made, I had it all, but I was a man that had it all, but lost my innocence, and that it was gambling. Gambling did it all for me.
Also, Luke, how much time on the battery?
I don't know. It's just blinking.
God damn it, Harrison. This,
I guess we go as long as it can.
Yeah.
I guess so. I mean, we could also
This episode is variable length.
a variable length. It could be an hour. It could not. I don't know.
Because also, too, I can't stay for longer.
Yeah. What time is it? Yeah, I took a long shit.
Yeah, I know.
I know. Yeah, we can go until you need to leave. Whenever 5 minutes before you need to leave, we'll cut the episode.
I'm giving myself longer.
No, I mean like the variable. Like if we weren't doing this show, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna leave now, or like I'm gonna start getting ready to leave right now. 5 minutes before you're gonna get ready to leave now, right now. If that makes sense. I feel like this is perfectly logical.
I'm just not listening. I'm just going to go whenever I need to go.
That's what. Okay. I'm saying whenever you need to leave, 5 minutes before that, give yourself some cushion to really operate. That's what I like to do. I call ISO for me anytime. I did that last night, and oh my God. I was looking for my AirPods, so I was late to dinner. I was so mad. And I do this all the
It's in
time.
oven again.
Yeah. I was like, God damn, not again. No, I put it on. I use your charger whenever I don't want to go downstairs, so I used it for my
So
AirPods.
does Div.
Exactly. It's just so accessible. I need.
My room is just a commodity to you guys.
Yeah, it is. What are you gonna do about it, pussy?
Cry.
Good.
Did it just go?
No.
Oh, I thought I heard the shutter.
No, that was
No.
a cow.
No. You don't get to leave yet.
I'm like, finally we're done.
No, you bastard. This is the best thing that's ever happened. And we're gonna be gone for a week and a half. Well, we won't. It'll feel like we never left.
We'll pick up right where we left off.
But we won't. It'll. I'll have stories from back home. I'll have a week and a half worth of stories. I'll have the wedding. I'll have everything. I'll be like, damn, my life is a movie.
You'll have the war.
I'll have shorter hair. Finally. I need to text. That's why I need to text. I need to text my stylist. It's gotten too long. I'm too much of a hippie now.
How short are you gonna go?
It's not gonna be touching my shoulders anymore.
I feel like go back to like what it was freshman year, where you just had like buzz on the sides.
I can't do that anymore. I would have to shave my head to go that short again. I can't do like. It's got to have like some length to it. I don't think I can do that short.
You'll
That
just be
makes
walking
sense.
around here and people be like, "Who's this hippie?"
Yeah. I can't. It's not easy. It's fairly hard to screw up long hair. It's very easy to screw up short hair. Short hair is you gotta get it right or else don't do it at all. Because It's not look good. So yeah, I just look way too much like a hippie now, and like I'm not gonna do the man bun.
There was one day I thought you had the man bun on, but I think it was just your hood, the way like you were sitting, and I was looking.
Yeah, I know, you sick freak. I'm never gonna get a
man bun. John is so cursed.
I know, I've been too like millennial pilled, where I hate millennials. So, and man buns are like, they're like almost synonymous with them. So I'm like, no, I can't get a man bun. It's just something, it's never going to be in my repertoire. It's unacceptable. I'd rather do my haircut from like freshman year than do a man bun with my current hair.
Do a buzz cut.
I'd much rather get a buzz cut.
It's like when I tell Jose to get a Fu Manchu mustache.
He does. We all need to get matching Fu Manchu mustaches.
Matching. We all just, the four of us pull up to something and we're just like, hello.
I can do it. I never know what to do with my facial hair, but like this part of it always goes long. I never get those like bushy. That's what I want. I need to figure out how to make my mustache like the Henry Cavill, or what's his, yeah. Henry Cavill. No. You told me I'm wrong, so now I'm going to be wrong 10 times harder.
I like the progression of us getting facial hair. It was like dominoes. Started with you, John.
I've always had facial hair.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It started with you, then Jose, then me, and then Luke.
Yeah, I move the needle. I make the city move. I run this city. I was going to finish that off because it's Big Sean lyrics, and I was like, never mind. I know the other lyrics after that.
I mean, I'm already bleeping out lyrics from yesterday's recording.
Oh yeah, awesome. Thank God.
What if I just forget?
I'll be very sad. No one's watching it that deep in, so I guess I wouldn't be that disappointed.
Yo, John said that.
John said that. It's not even where like I'm like, guys, I can't hear it. It's more like I still have a job that I need to worry about. I need to get mega famous. Dude, you know what we should do? I should beef with McLovin. I'm going full reverse from beginning of the episode. We need to be like, he didn't want to take a picture with us. He a bitch. And just see where we can go from there. I feel like that could really take us to new heights.
I still think you should stick to your beef with that one dude who commented that you should try being funny.
No, he's a kid with a good heart.
You know, beef, he's a nemesis.
Not even a nemesis. But that should be our goal. We need to surpass him in subscribers. By the time this podcast is over, we need to beat him in subscribers, and I feel like that's the natural ending off point.
And that's like a reasonable goal too.
Yeah. It was 1,000. I don't have 1,000 on any.
You just go down.
I mean, combined I do, but like that's combined.
John's just at work creating Gmail accounts to create YouTube channels to subscribe.
No. I need to go harder on TikTok so people are like, all right, I'll check out his YouTube. And there it is. Begrudgingly, yeah. No, I guess I like him. I don't know.
I guess.
Yeah, like I think, how many do I have right now? I just don't post that often
2.
on TikTok. I should, because like every time I like actually try, I do decently. I only have 890. I have more on Twitter anyway. But Twitter's dead. It's over. Elon Musk ruined it. Like he ruins everything. Like his family and his marriages. South Africa. Stuff of that nature. But yeah, we gotta go mega viral. I need to become a household name so that like we keep on getting attacked at our apartment.
I want to scrub through all the episodes we've recorded so far and just do a supercut of every time John says we need to go viral.
We need to go mega viral.
Alternatively, do a supercut of every time John talks about Twitter or Elon Musk.
I feel like that's not as often. No, we need to do, before you do any of that, we need to do a mega cut of the wax ball.
Now you have a giant wax smudge on the table.
I know, I feel bad. I'm trying to get it off. That's the only thing. I got one of the little plastic things on my downstairs, so I could just put it on there. Because I used to put like I have like little needles I got from my like dress shirts. Now just put it under it and like it would prop it up. But now the wax has gotten too big where like it just falls over or like it just goes into it.
That has to look so unsettling to some person that's like never been here before, walking in, barely knows. You're just like, the fuck is that?
No, if they don't understand, then they can get the fuck out of here, dog. Because in this house, we respect the wax ball. All right. It's probably going to be the same by the time people see it, even though it's a weekend, some change. Should I leave it up here and let you just like put it on top? Whatever wax you have.
I'll just take all of the wax that I have and put it on your bed.
Don't put it on my bed.
And then I'll take my hair dryer and just melt it.
I will harm you.
Yeah, just make like Winston leave little gifts on the chairs.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, that was very funny. Right before since we're already going off track, Citizen Kane. Yeah, Winston just pooped on your chair. I feel like that's the ultimate sign of disrespect.
He's like, this podcast needs to not happen. I'm gonna do what I can to stop it.
Did anyone?
Well, the thing is, it's like it was the dining room chair, so it's like I don't know if he knows that that's my chair. I think it's just the one that's closest to downstairs.
Also, was that chair like pushed under the table?
Yeah.
So he was like,
He actively went out of his way.
he was like squatting to take a shit.
What's annoying is that he did it on one of the cushioned ones, not the one that doesn't have a cushion.
Yeah, that was weird. That has a cushion? Oh, me. Oh yeah, that's because I moved the chair. I didn't have a cushion. I was like, I'm gonna get myself a cushion.
Now I'm left with just the hardwood chair
Eat it. We need to get on the table.
and different chairs.
We need to get everything. We need everyone to like and subscribe so we can afford to get other furniture.
I mean, do we
That-
really need any other furniture? Because it's not like we use that table for anything other than takeout night anyway.
I just want that one night to be magical. Is that too much to ask?
It's a magical
Is that-
night. It only
I'll
comes
stop.
once a week.
I'll stop if you don't want a little bit of wonder and some enjoyment in your life. I'll stop. But
Yeah, I will say though, because that table is.
you're the only one that uses it.
But the amount of
Like-
times that I'm like, I feel like it's gonna fall apart on me.
I know every time I use it, I'm like, this is the day it breaks. This is the day.
Like I'd probably get a new table over new chairs.
I'm surprised it hasn't broke whenever we have a party. Like I'm very surprised.
You just jump on it.
No.
Ugh.
You know better than that. I would never do that. But mostly just because like whenever we move it, I feel like a leg is just gonna break off at any moment. It's this is just a little
That's how I feel when I move.
this is just a little bit of apartment humor. Like this is some of the inside jokes you guys have. No big deal. Try to keep up if you can, loser.
Keep up,
Might. Come on, might. How has the camera not died yet?
I mean, I think it was at like 2 bars earlier, so.
Oh, okay.
The camera's trying to spite me and be like, no, you have to stick around.
No, you don't have to stick around. We can cut it off whenever you need to leave, Harrison. We're not going to hold you hostage. All right. Okay. Anyway, we're just going to do the whole hour, and if Harrison leaves, I'll post his social security number on the internet.
You don't have that.
Not yet. Just start. You're gonna come back home, and I'm just gonna be like throwing your safe on the ground, like a damn monk, just like.
Open.
I'm gonna be breaking it on Winston.
Tell it to me.
Tell me your secrets.
You have the hammer. Just bonk.
I'm just like no, I'm like in your room, just like you walk in. I'm like, oh, I hold it behind my back. Oh, nothing. Like, John, I see you're hiding it behind your back. You don't see anything.
Why are you covered in mayonnaise?
The fuck? The fuck would you say that?
It's because he's holding mayonnaise in the safe.
Oh.
That's the only explanation.
It's my special secret recipe of mayonnaise.
I bet you that's the code. It's a 4-digit, and you got to
It's
translate
the
the
expiration
letters.
date.
No, it's mayo. That's what it is. That's your code. We cracked it.
It's actually Luke.
We'll figure it out. I'll type it in, and I really hope one of your safes is like the one if you type it in too much, it like shuts down.
Then I just can't open it.
Yeah.
I mean, I have the key for it though.
This is good information.
The key is in my stomach.
I know. I really want to. I don't want to steal anything from your safe. I just want to like.
It's mainly just like my passport and.
Okay, maybe I do want to steal something. Anyway, I just want to make it to where you open it and it's like milk comes out of it, something like that, and you're just like, what?
John.
I put one of Winston's turds in there.
You just put Winston in there. He just comes and like meow.
Where has he been?
You just hear him meowing from my safe. I'm like, what the hell?
No. It's just
We turn your safe into a second litter box.
yeah. That's the only reason I would do that, just to piss you off in some capacity.
Meow.
Yeah, I feel like no, that was Winston, right? His ass, he's lurking. He's like, you're not putting me in a safe.
He's like, you've already picked me up and spun me today.
Nobody puts Winston in a corner.
Except Div.
Yeah, and me. I love harassing that little guy. Just like stop yelling at 6 a.m.
I just want him to hiss at you one day.
Hasn't yet.
I'm hoping.
I'm hoping you shut the fuck up.
He
How about
says that
that?
Jose.
He said Jose when?
I don't remember exactly. Jose said it's happened like once or twice.
See, never hissed at me. He knows. You know who he's talking to. He's talking to Big Boss. He knows I can throw him around like a rag doll.
He's like, oh, it's that one, the one that comes in lumbering around.
Mm-hmm. He knows I can throw him around. I'm not afraid to either.
Me when you come home drunk and angry.
He knows I don't play no games. Ooh, all right. Box. How many more minutes we got?
8.
8? Do you need to leave anytime soon?
I mean, I was gonna do a hard cutoff at 4:15.
4:15.
So it's a matter if you can pull more stuff out of your ass for 7 minutes.
For 7 minutes. Want to go back to Lego adult video movies?
Lego adult videos?
Lego adult video. I mean,
excuse me, John.
I mean, that's what we did last time. That's what we talked about it extensively.
Adult videos.
The adult. Come on, don't gaslight me like this. Don't gaslight me like this. We talk.
Taste your own medicine.
I don't gaslight you guys. I just tell you the truth. All right, there's a big difference.
Gaslight you. You're crazy.
You're insane.
You're crazy and I'm right. That's how the world works these days. All right. All right. So Amari Cooper got 15 points on my bench. Thank you, dickhead. Derrick Henry only got me 3 points. So I'm gonna search for his family.
A Lego game of Don't Look Up.
Yeah.
The Big Short.
No.
About Lego the Bear.
No, that'd be fun.
Richie getting stabbed.
Pulling out a gun.
Oof. Yeah.
Objective of the game: make sure you yell at everyone in the kitchen.
The one scene where the mafia, where like those guys are outside and they're like, "Hey, like we've been here for years." That turns into a whole gunfire. And it's like it becomes that one Lego Star Wars. You know, like whenever they hide behind the little things, they're like at the bear. And he's like, pew pew,
Throwing cans of tomatoes.
Yeah, no, there's got to be something better. There's got to be. What movies? Yeah, I don't know.
The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah. You're driving on Quaaludes? That'd be sick.
It's like that. That's like that driving simulator game. What's it called? I think like Bean and Drive or something, where it's like a simulator of like, you can simulate what it's like to control on different types of substances. It's pretty stupid, but I'm just like, I know it's a weird mechanic.
Interesting. I want to do that. I want to drive with drunk goggles. Like
the VR headset, and then you got like the whole rig for like a steering wheel and everything.
Or actually, no. I just need to do like, if I ever go back to Twitch, I'm gonna do drunk driving streams, where like I get like, but I'm not gonna go easy. It's gonna be like 7 beers, and I'm just gonna be like, woo. Some guy does that, and it looks like the funnest thing ever, because he's just like in his own little simulation, and every time he does it, it always ends in the worst way possible. And it's like, oh yeah, no, that's what happens.
These are the consequences of your actions.
Mm-hmm. But like, you should never drunk drive. But like, whenever you see it in simulation, you're like, kind of looks like fun. Just like open roads, no one gets hurt, but you're just chilling in your room, no consequences to your actions. You know what I mean?
Meanwhile, Free Guy is hurting.
Free Guy? No, not watch that. If I wasn't Free Guy, I would run over that guy 4 times. That's what I would do.
Why only 4?
I'll get tired.
Why stop
by then.
there?
4th time, I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna find something else to do.
Lego Free Guy.
No, that's too on the nose.
Lego Ready Player One.
No. What if I went backwards?
Ooh, Lego Spy Kids franchise.
Nah, that would just be fun. All right. New episode next week. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Bye. Why do you say it like